Um, so today I wanted to show you how we can use a functional interface called a supplier in this service that I have here. So I just want to take you through what the current API does and how we are going to refactor it to use the supplier. So over here we have the endpoint, fetch subscription items, and over here we have a service class that calls a method fetch subscription items. If you navigate over there, we see that that particular method calls another service, which is the database service, and the database service gets the subscription items. The get subscription items, you can see we have a repository that fetches all the items we want. So here we are fetching items, entertainment providers entities. If we have a look at this entity, see what when we fetch it, what do we get? We only have an ID and the service name. Over here I've given it the name provider name. So this connects to a database and fetching the information. So we're going to be converting all of this, and we'll be using the supplier functional interface. Then we're gonna see the benefits of it as compared to what we currently have here. So let's get to it. I'm gonna create an instance of supplier. So this supplier takes in only one input, and this input is the output of what we want the supplier to give us. I'm gonna name this supplier list of entertainment providers. Then introduce the Lambda body, where I will call the entertainment provider repo .find all, so that it can fetch the list of entertainment providers that we've stored in the database. Then I'm gonna annotate this with the @getter annotation, so that we can do something like database service.get list of entertainment provider, since functional interfaces are treated as data. So I'm gonna move a layer back to the subscription service, declare another supplier, and provide the output that we expect from this supplier. So it's about the same thing. We are expecting still the list of entertainment providers we want from the database, or that we've stored in the database. Gonna also name it the same list of entertainment providers, and also introduce the Lambda body, where I will call the method that we created in the database service, which is the get list of entertainment providers. For that, supplier is always invoked with the get method. If you check on the docs of the supply. So that is done. Finally, just need to annotate it with the @getter method. With this, we are done with the service layer, subscription service layer. So we can head back to the entry class, where we have our controllers, so that we can invoke this method from there. So I'm gonna just copy paste the initial API that was there, rename it to version 2, and also rename the method name for this API. I'm gonna give it a list of entertainment providers as well. I know it sounds like a repetition, but I like to keep things as clear as possible and what they actually do. So that's why you're seeing lots of list of entertainment providers like everywhere. So I like it keep it that way, so it makes my code, it's more readable for me when I do it this way. So from here we are done with the creation of the supplier for all methods. So this is how we refactor them. And I mean, you could do the same in your code if you have an API that the only thing it does is just fetch a list of items from the database. Supplier is the best functional interface you can use for this, not only in anything database, but as long as you're just fetching data and you're not providing an input to that you don't need a condition in fetching the items from the database. So supply is the best bet for you. So it's just all about, from the name, it's a supply. Just supply me a bunch of items that I need. So that's how you can use a supply in your code. I hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed it or it has been helpful for you, you can like this video.